Hey, what's up, everybody? It's another week, another time, and here we are. It's another beautiful week of SR Synth Weekly. We've already hit the summertime, it looks like, over here, and everything is cooking. If you can see my face, it's nice and boiled from the races the past couple of weeks, so I'm nice and toasty. This week we have some great stuff. It's going to be, I don't know how I ended up like this. It's kind of like that, kind of like, a lot of this is going to be kind of a vampire meets romantic adventure movie. I don't know how that ended up, so let's just jump right in and start out and just have a good time. First up today is going to be Buzzing Sound Candy. I've played them a couple of times, a really good group. And today's song is going to be Tasted Heaven. Now, this one has a lot of different vibes to it, but I'm going to use my vibe today. This is a personal track of Kay's, who's one of the main singers of the song, and her passion for this song actually kind of shows through. But as always, I like to add my little niche to it, so I'm calling this one a kind of like a techish vampire movie. It's kind of like this is like where a new vampire or succubus has already been changed, and they're just going through the embracing part of the change and learning, who they are and, where they fit and everything. And it's kind of, they're kind of embracing it and going through the scene, seeing, the world as a new light, or new darkens, some, however you want to put it. Kind of also gives me kind of like that in-movie kind of feel where the main is realizing that they've been the chosen one, that they are the chosen one, and they've been sent to destroy, and it's kind of like that, realization, and they're just, and they have to set out, and they realize it, and they finally set out to win. So I mean, that's both kind of what it kind of works on both ways. Also works on a lot of other ways, but I just wanted to start with that. So we're gonna start out today with that, and it's Buzzing Sound Candy, and it's Tasted Heaven. like I said, I kind of lean more towards that vampire vibe to it. You know, the embracing of who they are. They're not evil. They're not good. You know, it's kind of like they're just trying to find out who they are and they're kind of embracing it finally. So that's just the feel I got. Make sure you follow Buzzing Sound Candy. They're really great and they have some really great music out there. And make sure you follow them all on their social, you know, their media links and all their websites. So definitely check them out. Next up we have, and I'm always going to screw his name up, it's Leifendeth. And the song today I've got is Stealth Killer. Let me put his, let me get his description and then I'll, as always, put my little turn on it. It says Stealth Killer is an instrumental track set around a viral outbreak that decimates the human population. It's a sequel of sorts to his song Zero. I haven't heard that one yet, so. And it tells the story of a virus being released and wreaking havoc. And he says it goes into a build-up into the, you know, goes from the build-up from the virus and it does that. I actually added that to my own, because I thought that when he said that, it kind of gave me an idea. Kind of gives me the title sequence of a viral outbreak movie, kind of like Resident Evil type, you know. It's showing the world slowly being decimated and destroyed by the viral outbreak, and you know, the survivors, you know, are hunkered down trying to find a cure. That's kind of like kind of like a title sequence that for me. It's also kind of a title of on the same note, it kind of gives me that Techno Oblivion, you know, where the title sequence where everything has been destroyed and there's, you know, the new world right with it, and it's all being techno sci-fi, you know, neonized, and you know, everybody's trying to, you know, just keep going, you know, after the outbreak and after the destruction, and it's all new. Also, I'm going to go away from that too, because it kind of gives me also another vibe of like a stalker movie, where the main character first shows up and it's wreaking havoc and then starts chasing. As the song builds, it starts, you know, they start chasing the main character who's, you know, it's kind of like the main theme for the evil, or, you know, I just say evil because it could be anything, you know, zombies, it could be you know, a devil or whatever. And then then it ramps up to right before it gets caught, and then, you know, the song goes through all the transitions of the running and hiding and everything else. So definitely check that out. Like I said, check out all this stuff. And this is Leifendeth with with Stealth Killer. I mean, what did you think? I mean, does it give you that vibe? Or what kind of vibe does it give you? I like the viral outbreak, like he said, and kind of like the Stalker movie. Actually, you could combine them. As I was thinking about it, you get the title sequence of the viral outbreak, and then a demon comes up, or I don't want to say zombie because there's too many damn zombie shows as there is, but something comes out of it, and it becomes a stalker for the survivors. So. That's my take on it. Let me know what you think, as always, down in the comments. And like I always say, make sure you follow them on their social media. Next up, we have Transpacifica. Sorry, the really good group out of Belfast, Ireland. The song today is "The Speed of the Sound of Loneliness." Now, if you've heard this song before, well, you've heard the song. If you've heard the title before, it's actually a country song that's been synth-waved, so to speak. It's kind of like it's John Prine's 1986 country classic of the same name. This one is really awesome. It also features the guitar of Alpha Chrome. I always screw their name up. Alpha Chrome Yayo or Yayo. Really good track. I mean, it's a really good song altogether. They're probably going to hate me for this because I kind of went romantic movie on it. It's a country song, so it's either your girlfriend's leaving you or, you're either losing the truck, the girlfriend's leaving, the dog left, or it's a subliminal love song. So, that's the main thing of country. I know, I'm the redneck. No, but it kind of gives me that, it's kind of like a romance type movie where the main character's love interest realizes she's meant to be with the main character, and instead of instead of running away, she finally realizes it, and they finally come together. Also, kind of gives me that vibe of an outro towards the end of the movie, where the main story can finally leave together without the drama and all the bully stuff, and they've won, whatever they've won. They can finally leave together out in the dreams or in the sunset, whatever you think. This also kind of works as like the main character's theme, where she's kind of entering the world. You see they're not entering the world, where you see them entering the first part of the movie, and you can see how confident they are into the world, but they're shy, and it just kind of gives you that whole vibe. So it kind of works on both. I mean, it kind of works like a main theme and an outro. So check it out. It's a really awesome song. I love the guitar also. It's Transpacifica with Alpha Chrome Yayo on the guitars, and it's the speed of the sound of loneliness. I mean, it kind of gives me that feel. I like the fact that they took a country song and synth-waved it, so that works for me, you know. Since I'm the redneck, you know, it kind of works out. But it's a really cool song. I really like it all the way, and I kind of like that feel of the, you know, romantic main character theme. So, like I said, always check it out. Check out everything on here, and I always say that, but, you know, that's what they're there for. Next up, we have this song by the group, and this is going to be I love the name. It's Frisky Monkey. They're a group out of, they're a group out of Atlanta, Georgia, so it's not too far from me, so that's kind of cool. The song today is Crystal Blue. It's kind of like, he says it's a shimmering synth pop capturing a crush unfolding. I really don't know what that means. I can't really tell you what it. I can't go with that. I don't know. I'll have to ask him next time when I talk to him. I'm kind of calling this a main character meets love interest for the first time. Like I said, it's going to be kind of like a romantic adventure type deal. So it's kind of like where they meet the love interest meets and they first meet and get together. This kind of vibe I got. It's kind of that montage of, you know, they meet and you see them doing their little things together and spending time together at the main points before the climax of whatever the storyline happens. And it also kind of like, it also works as also the same time as the outro. You know, you got the montage, you get that theme in there of Crystal Blue, and it kind of gives you that montage. And at the end of the movie, they can use that same as they're leaving, the same outro song. So it kind of works out on that. I love the song, and I love the name of the group too. But it just gives me that kind of whole vibe of that romantic lovers getting together montage. So definitely check it out, and check out all the other music. It's Frisky Monkey, and the song is called Crystal Blue.
Sitting on my couch, listening to you play guitar, makes me crave your touch. touch, want you to make me part of your repertoire. Crystal blue eyes, captivate and mesmerize, like fuel to a fire, igniting flames of desire. It's more than physical, this spark between us. It's cerebral, it's emotional, lust entangled with trust. Crystal blue eyes, captivate and mesmerize, like fuel to a fire, igniting flames of desire. Funny how easy it is to go from a look to a touch to a kiss to crystal blue eyes, captivate and mesmerize, like fuel to a fire, igniting flames of desire. Crystal blue eyes, captivate and mesmerize, like fuel to a fire, igniting flames of desire. Crystal blue igniting flames of
So what did you think? I mean, let me know what you think in the comments, because I just like that because it kind of gives you that montage deal, and I love that feel. So let me know what you think in the comments. Next up today is a really good group I've been following for a while. It's Ethereal. I can never say the name. I always screw this name up. It's Ethereal Delusions. Based out of Oregon, and the song today is called Skyline. Now let me read this to you because it's really poignant, just because of the person involved. Because it's really. Let me read their description, then I'll add mine in a second. This is from his album, from his newest release, Gravis, and I hope I said that right. And this is his emotional recount of journey through shock, depression, acceptance, and progression. It's a story of his darkest period and how he got through it. Skyline represents the confusion and shock of a sudden end. I mean, that's a poignant. I don't know what the story behind it is. That's his personal deal. But it sounds really poignant, and the song is really, it kind of gave me a lot to think about. And I actually was watching, before I did this, a couple of movies and actually a couple of news stories. So, this song came into my thoughts when I did that. This is kind of like, I'm calling this a main character is dealing with the loss of a partner or friend. You've seen those movies, like a cop movie or a revenge type adventure movie, where they're dealing with the emotion of loss, and you see them just sitting down and remembering the actions that led to it, or and went on, and as the song progresses, they move on or think about how to fix it. It also kind of gives me on the other side of that, gives me that feeling of the two lovers. I like using lovers a lot because when you're in a relationship, it kind of, you have this so highs up and downs. And this kind of song gives me that too. It's like where they've lost each other for a long period of time. They've had a long emotional roller coaster, and they finally either get back together, or they finally I'll use a couple of different examples. It's kind of like they get back together after a long time apart, after she was kidnapped or you know, and whatever the past tore them apart. I'll use in movie world, you know, they were gone, or they thought they were gone, and they finally come back together, and you know, after the memories and everything, they finally come back together, or whatever tore them apart. It's kind of like a end of the movie kind of deal too. That kind of gives you that, you know, magic. You know, the person was lost either by death or by kidnapping or whatever, and it was given, you know, they were able to come back, however, you know, like magic, or you know, they went and saved them. But it kind of gives you that whole smorgasbord of, you know, the lost montage into the reconciliation. Kind of gives me a little bit of all of that. It's a really great song, and I really like it. So give it a listen, and tell me what you think and what kind of vibe you get on it. But definitely check it out and check out the rest of the stuff, rest of the music. So check it out today. It's Ethereal Delusion, and the song is called Skyline.
Hard to see what is really there, and it's hard to be myself. Don't tell me that it'll be so
Sorry, I kind of felt like I was rambling on that. What I was trying to say is just basically kind of gives me that vibe of, you know, the lovers have lost, the main character's lost a lover some way by kidnapping or death, and they're having to deal with it. And then they get their, you know, of course they get the climax, they either get them back, you know, and back together some way, somehow towards the end of the movie, and it kind of gives you that whole feel. That's what I was trying to say, but I just felt like I was rambling a little bit there. So like I said, definitely check them out, and always check out the music, the rest of the music and all their social media. Make sure you're following them on all their sites below. And let me know what you think also. Next up, we have Seth Duncan, good synthwave group out of Kansas. And the song today is Captured Life. I can't be too low. I mean, I can't be, you know, most of these songs can be a little bit too low today, so a little bit more upbeat. This is a adventure romance outro. I mean, this kind of gives you the main characters, friends, lovers, whatever, you know, the whole group. After the main drama and climax of the movie has finally come, you know, they've figured it out, they've won, and they're getting together, you know, towards the, you know, at the end of the movie, and you know, it kind of gives you that they're kind of celebrating the events of the win. There was that Val Kilmer movie? No, it's not Val Kilmer. Anyway, that skateboard movie, kind of, I don't know why that pops in my head suddenly. It just kind of gives me that group together, you know, they've won. Also, genius. Actually, the Val Kilmer. Now I'm thinking about it. Real Geniuses, the end of the movie, where the group has got their revenge, you know, and they're all happy together, and they're all together celebrating everything. So that kind of gives me that vibe. It also kind of gives me that. It's also kind of like mid-scene, you know, mid part of the movie before the main climax. It kind of just gives me that, you know, all of them having a good time together, and you see them doing their happy joy thing, and you know, it's that whole montage of the friends. You know, you get a little depth of who the group is and everything, and this kind of montage goes through with the song. So that's kind of what I think of. It kind of gives that's an embracement of their friendship kind of movie thing, or the ending. So it's just really good upbeat song. So let me know what you think. As always, I like saying that a lot. I don't know why. But definitely check it out. It's today's Seth Duncan, and the song is called Captured Life.
vibrant lives have gone grey. Forgot the plans that we had sought. We thought adventure would come, It didn't seem naive, and now I see what we've become, and I'm so happy you chose me, 'cause every day with you is a day I don't deserve, so let's run away and lose track of time, 'cause when it's time to close my eyes, I'll remember you said we captured life. Let's go. Cause every day with you, it's a day I don't deserve. So let's run away and lose track of time. 'Cause when it's time to close my eyes, I'll remember you said we captured life.
I mean, what did you think? I mean, it kind of gives me that, it's just an upbeat, Friends kind of deal. No, not the TV show Friends. The actual, it's kind of like that outro feel. Everybody's celebrating. So that's kind of what I feel. Everybody has their opinion. Let me know what yours is down in the comments, as always. Last up today, we have Ghostfeeder. It's a group out of Florida, and the song today they have is called Veins. I'm going to read their description, then I'll move on to mine. Theirs is a dark contemplation on obsession and its effects on perception. Synth and retro-soaked, heavy and catchy. I actually went the opposite direction. I don't think it's really too dark on the side of movie sense. I like kind of it more of a good guy kind of feel. This is your 80s tech movie. And what I mean by tech movie is the 80s version of what the future would look like. Anytime you hear me say 80s tech movie, it's something like Blade Runner or Trancers, kind of anything where everything is like, everything's changed and everything's full of lights and neon. So if you hear me say that, that's where I feel. It's kind of like. But moving on, it's kind of like that where the group first enters the scene, and it shows how cool they are. It's the main character group or the main character, and I'm here, that kind of feel. And it just shows him, walking in the town or walking in the thing, and it's just like, he's cool. Everybody just looks at him and says, gets that whole, who is he? It's also kind of gives me that. It's one of those first meetings kind of thing where the evil's out there. He's doing his I'm evil stuff and crap like that. And then all of a sudden he shows up and it's like, I don't think so. And it kind of gives you that whole... It's kind of one of those where you see the good guys show up and they start panning it from his boots or from her boots and stuff. And you see it panning up the leg and all the way up and, all the way to the face and the gun. Kind of gives you that feel. I know that sounds weird, but we've all seen that in a movie. Kind of also gives me that feeling of it's the main character, the main hero walking in the adventure movie where he walks in confident, destroys the area. Kind of like, I'll just because it just popped in my head. kind of like the lobby scene in Matrix. But this is towards the beginning of the movie, or towards the movie where the hero, you know, walks into a place and just starts, you know, just nonchalantly taking out all the bad guys, and, you know, because he's just that damn good. That's just kind of, and it just keeps making a path to the next scene. That's what I think about it. Excuse me. And then it's always right before that final battle. That's that scene, you know, where he's walking through the area, blazing a path, and it kind of goes to that final battle. Also kind of gives me that training group montage, you know, where they're all getting ready to head out, and you see them getting their guns or building their weapons, you know, just getting everything together, and you know they're about to go kick somebody's ass, and this just all of them getting together, and you know the big climax is about to happen, and you know they're just, you know, badass, and you know, get ready. All of that kind of gives me the vibe. You could put that in the entire movie, and that just works out for that one song. But like I always say, let me know what you think, and as always, check out their stuff. Always check out their social media, and we're gonna finish up today with Ghostfeeder, and the song is called Veins. like I said, that kind of gives me that badass vibe, you know, the blazing a path of the main character, you know, he's just, you know, that badass. So, but my opinion is one thing. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and or what kind of movie you think that would work with. But that's it for this week, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. Make sure you're following, as always, their social media accounts and their social media links, and buy their stuff. All of their links are down in the description below. Hope everybody will like and subscribe. If you're new to my channel, please like it and please subscribe to it, because I have a lot of great artists weekly. And check out the other videos that if you're new, or even if you're old, check out the other videos, and just make sure you show the other artists some love. Anyway, I will see everybody next week, hopefully, and hope everybody has a nice, warm, but not cooking summer this summer. So y'all have a great one. Bye.